Hello there, my name is Tom Squalo and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now in this video I want to share with you some really important stuff about Bitcoin and some really interesting on-chain metrics and also some news and interpretation of those news, and also talk about the S&P 500 and the Bitcoin on a short-term perspective. And as you might be wondering, what the hell? Bitcoin has just dropped again from $42,000 down to $39,000 yet again. But all of that in this video. So if you're into Bitcoin, longing, shorting, whatever, then look no further than this YouTube video. I'm gonna explain everything to you right now. And as always, before we begin, please smash up that like button so that we can get to at least 2,000 likes. Because when I see a lot of likes, I'm motivated to make these videos as in-depth as possible and as often as possible. So let's get those 2,000 likes, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you're notified when I make a new upload. Okay, so let's get into it. The first things first, let's discuss what's most important these days, and that is that Biden's new executive order, which was signed yesterday on March the 9th. So, and I spoke about it in my previous video. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. And again, I spoke about the leaked information by the US Treasury Secretary or whoever. And basically, and finally yesterday, Biden actually signed it. And so it's out there. And a lot of people were wondering, you know, if there has been this rumor, is it going to be the case, or in the executive order is going to be something bad and the market is going to go down. But as I mentioned yesterday, and like the video for the spot on being on duty, that there isn't going to be anything in the executive order that is going to diminish the previous statement and the leaked information. So if we go down here and we can check out some of the information, just go over all the most important stuff that I noticed. Here about the executive order, this is most important. Experts say that the order will create a path towards the regulatory clarity needed for mass institutional adoption of Bitcoin and other digital assets. Booyah! So that's really good. I mean, this is not mass adoption yet, but nonetheless, this is the first step. So that in turn will mean more stability in the notoriously volatile crypto market for long-term investors. And this is something we'll discuss in this chart shortly, and which is a super cool chart. Then also some experts reacted to Biden's executive order on crypto, saying that it's a step in the right direction, that it sets out a game plan, and most importantly, that it's an acknowledgement that cryptocurrency is here to stay. So that's why I'm saying, you know, when you're trading actively, you're longing, shorting, and by the way, if you want to be doing it actively, then with my link down in the description, you'll get up to $4,100 in free bonuses of real money over on Bybit. So click my link, register, open an account, takes like 20 seconds, then go to the rewards hub, deposit money into your account and get a bonus, extra money on top of your deposit. And if you're from US or any other country that doesn't allow access to any of the crypto exchanges or Bybit itself, then you can use a 73% discount on NordVPN, also a link down in the description, my exclusive link. So yeah, basically when you're trading actively and you know, you're trading all these kinds of technical formations, maybe some fundamentals into them, or using on-chain data, that's fine. But when it comes to taking bigger trades, that's going to be more long-term investing. So when we take a look at a bigger picture of Bitcoin as of right now, we can see that, let's go to even a weekly chart, that we are still looking quite okay for the time being, but we're going to discuss all the smallest details shortly. And for Bitcoin to actually go upward, I mean, how deep we need to go, you know, how much liquidity do we need to swap? You know, as I said, I'm still betting on the fact that our bottom is going to be around $34,000, so that we're not going to go lower than $34,000. So, and again, the Bitcoin can do whatever it wants. It can, you know, jump in circles and then finally take off. But what's most important in a long-term perspective is these kinds of things: mass adoption, ETFs, accepting of crypto by eBay, and etc. So on actually today, by the way, 10th of March is a big day, because eBay, they're going to be deciding on what they're going to be doing in terms of their inner policies, and perhaps are going to announce whether they're going to be actually integrating cryptocurrencies as a payment method. So these kinds of big things, and regardless of these all smallest frequencies and fluctuations, again going in freaking circles, levels and then taking off. So this is like one of the safest bets. Now, but when it comes to active trading, currently, again, we are being squeezed, as I mentioned previously, that currently, actually, we got rejected from right now, right here, and this is my spot on key market level right here at 42,200, which has been there for a long time and has been a very strong key market level for a long time here. Also confirmations here. And finally, we got rejected from it right here. So currently, and that's what actually turned us around in a technical matter. But as I mentioned in the previous video, that for you to actually be 100% sure, that's why I did not take this breakout that we had of this, let me show you here, of this flag formation right here. The only place where you could have taken it was a false break of these two super important levels right here, and you can do it over in Bybit, having my amazing bonus. And then with a target of around 38.5, or at the most around the target of 40,500. And again, a lot of people actually longed this breakout right here and just got smacked again. But as I told you in the previous video, that for me, I really want, let's go to the daily chart. I really want to, because this, for example, this diagonal level going down, I don't think that this is something that is super tradable in terms of, because I tried it once and it's just, I'm not gonna be doing it again. So what I think is more relevant currently, well, yeah, it's not even, there is no point to even try to make it. The most relevant level as of right now, as mentioned in the previous video, is right here. So it's a area of 44,700 to 45,700, and once we break above these levels here, we also go above. Now let me just quickly show you these once again. We also go about this 100-day moving averages and exponential moving averages, and then we can actually say that yes, in this area we are actually are doing really well. So for now, we are just stuck in this formation. So the only, as I mentioned previous video, that when we were right here at this point right here, that in reality we're just in the middle of this box. So it can go up and down. So it's a bit difficult for us to actually say that, okay, we're breaking out or not. So, and in this instance, I would take a long trade when we break above here with a lot of power and volume, or when we come to retest this level right here, which actually has been confirmed so many times in these areas, and take a false break just like this one right here. And if you want to learn how to do technical analysis properly, how to mark key market levels properly, use proper initial impulse calculation, ATR ranges, and all that stuff, and false breaks and true breaks and all the models, then look no further than my certified and accredited trading education at thomaskrallo.com. And there is also an amazing link to a cool discount for my YouTube family as well. So it's a 5 months long learning program which takes you A to Z to learn how to trade really any market, day trading, swing trading, scalp trading, long-term investing, and how to incorporate everything, how to understand macroeconomics, on-chain data, technical analysis, and trading psychology, and all of it, and trading algorithms, statistics, and how to manage trading as a business, etc. So, and in this instance, once again, so I have two options, either to long from here or from this area, but I'm not gonna be trying to long it in the middle somewhere. It's just too unclear and too dangerous, and these kinds of situations, that's why they just kick you out, because the strongest support and resistance currently is in this area, and that's why you can be trading these kinds of things in this area, but not in the middle. So trading in the middle of the channel with only small expectations. Remember, stay smart. Now, an important thing that I wanted to mention as well was, this is something we've talked about already, and this is very interesting. This is Bitcoin flow exchange inflows. And these are basically comparing all the cycles, zero, halving, first halving, second and third. And basically these dots right here, the gray ones, they are representing huge one-day inflows into the exchanges. So oftentimes, again, crypto is so transparent that you can actually track using Glassnode as well, when even day by day the sizes of inflows. So if there is, for example, a sudden peak in a huge inflow of Bitcoin going to exchanges from cold storage. Oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes it is just to get them sold, not to, you know, just sit there for no reason in the exchanges. So oftentimes a huge inflow to the exchanges will mean that the price drop is coming because somebody's going to sell a lot of Bitcoin. So, and this chart is actually showing the difference in three halvings in terms of the days with immense critical inflows, fast sales, times of drama, explosions, huge volatility, etc. And as you can see, with each single halving, the number is actually reducing. So this means that the volatility, that the market is stabilizing. People are more sure about Bitcoin and are more inclined to hodl it and keep it there and not sell it when we see some kinds of market dips, like we're seeing a dip right now. So it's basically showing us that the market is stabilizing. It's calming down. It's starting to relax. And this is really cool. I think that this is an incredibly good chart that in this halving period, we really cycle. We didn't have even half of these incredible days of high volatility where people get scared, send all the Bitcoin to exchanges to get it sold because they're so unsure, they're so afraid. It's a scarce asset. You know, there is a lot of scarcity. But right now, the level of scarcity is dropping. And this is very, very good. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and make some noise down in the comments. And thank you very much for watching. Peace and love. Thomas Krallo. Stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.